My name is Megan Wallin, and I'm a professional beach volleyball player. I found sports at a young age. I was playing soccer and kickball with my brothers, but I was never really into sports. I just did sports to be active and to hang out with my brothers, but my girlfriend at the time, it was in 8th grade, she said, I'm trying out for the volleyball team. Do you want to try out? And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll give it a try. And I went out. I barely made the team. I was awful. It was definitely a learning curve for me, but ever since that day, I became addicted to the sport. It was a challenge for me because I didn't feel like I was naturally athletic. I feel like I'm someone who's trained myself, and I've grown into my athleticism. I think being self-trained definitely stems itself from having different coaches. I've had amazing coaches that I've drawn inspiration from, and I've had those not so good coaches that I feel like I've really learned how to be a better coach and a better player. So I feel like just immersing yourself in a situation where you have to deal with the best of the best, and maybe there's a clash of personalities, is really what makes you a better player and a better coach. I had a coach by the name of Chuck Irby. He was a really strict coach and hard on the girls, and he told me, he's like, Megan, there's something about you. You're not that talented, but there's something inside of you that makes you a really special player. He's like, from the outside, your footwork's backwards. You're doing everything a little bit opposite. But when you play with such confidence and such fierceness that you know that you're always going to get the ball. No matter how you put yourself in a situation, she's going to end up on top. So I think he kind of taught me that even though I did everything different than everybody else, that I was still as powerful as the other players. I think the biggest thing that I get from all the coaches I've had in the past, and still the coaches I have today, I still work with coaches and trainers, it's just you have to have a passion. It doesn't matter what your passion is. It can be through sports, it can be through art or music or any kind of hobby. But if you have this passion, that's going to create your drive. And as long as you believe in yourself and you surround yourself with others that believe in you, you're going to set yourself up in a healthy situation to do well and be successful. His name is Vern Gambetta. He's been my trainer for the past 7 years, and I actually played soccer with his daughter growing up, and he speaks around the world at conferences about nutrition and fitness, and he develops different programs for colleges and professional teams, and he is someone I really look to for advice about life, about athletics, and he's someone I see 2 to 3 times a week, early in the morning. So we're either listening to music or just talking about what's going on in life. And I think for me, like losing my father in my 20s, looking to him was a sense of comfort because he's very similar to my father, just pushing me to be a better athlete and a better person. So I started Spike Key Junior Beach Volleyball because there was no volleyball when I was growing up here on the beach. I lived a mile from the beach, and there was a few adults that I was lucky they let me join a couple of their games as a kid, but there was nothing in Sarasota. So when I moved back from university, I started up a club where boys and girls could participate, and our club has grown. It's a beach volleyball club, and now what I'm doing now is I'm traveling around the US, going to various cities and clubs and putting on a program, and I'm talking about fitness and nutrition, talking about college scholarships, beach programs and training, just because I feel I can help this area, but I know I can also make a really wide impact across the US. I believe there's a need and there's a want for this type of service, and I made the connections through my career with all amazing players and coaches. I think we can all come together and really create something wonderful. There's one thing playing any sport at any type of level is the adrenaline, and the adrenaline is what keeps you addicted to the sport. You can't buy it, you can't sell it, you have to make it, and adrenaline still gets me to this day. You can be in the highest high after you finish playing. There's nothing better than pure earned adrenaline. Junior beach volleyball information can be found on Spike Key, which is www.spikekey.com, and you can follow me on tour by going to www.meganwallin.com.